Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crummell. This month marks 3 years since Harrisburg's historic Broad Street Market was burned in an electrical fire. City leaders have vowed to rebuild it, but there's been multiple delays. Sarah Wilson joins us now with an update on where things stand. Good afternoon, Sarah.
James, good afternoon. And now there is another delay. I just spoke with the city's business administrator, who tells me the goal is to now have the market up and running by next summer, specifically July 2027. The latest previous timeline pointed to May, which market vendors told us back then was significantly later than what city leaders told them. Delays have stemmed from disputes over construction contracts to the former manager pleading guilty to stealing market funds and using them as his own. And the city, of course, has faced intense backlash over all of this, and vendors have expressed frustration. I asked about that.
I get that the community wants it here, yesterday. But with that being said, I think everyone just needs to understand that we are taking time to make sure that this building is restored to its historical standards. And that takes time, and that takes a lot of effort to make sure that, we're getting things done in a way that is applicable to the historical standards.
For example, the city says it needs to order specialized windows that have to be custom made, and that can take extra time. James, I was also told that there are construction workers who are out there working every single day. The only time that they're really not is when there's severe weather, bad storms, but they're out there right now in this very intense heat.
Just one more thing though with this market, Sarah, and as you said, the workers are out there doing their job, but it just seems like it's taking longer and longer, which is also going to hamper those vendors who want to move back in there from doing their jobs.
Right, and that is frustrating to them. And we've heard from vendors too that some of them don't want to necessarily go back, or they can't go back, because if you think about it, by the time that this market is slated to reopen, it will have been 4 years after that fire. That's obviously a very long time, especially for a small business. So they've expressed, some struggles and frustration with that, as well as, really the timeline as a whole. But I was also told that hopefully, applications for new vendors could potentially open up by early next year. At least that's the hope.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27, and we're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.